Welcome back. All right, 2 days worth of games on the board. We got 5 games on Monday. We've got 10 games on Tuesday. So a little more balance to the schedule in December than what we saw in November. That is normally the way that this thing goes when it comes to the NHL schedule. November seems to be the month that's the most difficult in terms of if you're trying to follow everything. But tonight we have 5 games. So let's go ahead and start things off with talking about the 7 o'clock starts, because we have 2 of those. Then 7:30, we have one at 8 o'clock, and one at 10 o'clock. Those times, of course, all Eastern. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Columbus Blue Jackets playing in New Jersey against the Devils. This is the second of 4 meetings. On October 13th, the Devils won 3-2. These teams meet again December 31st and February the 3rd. On the Columbus side, they're 11-9-5 overall. They're 4-2-4 in their last 10. So an optimist would say they've only lost 2 in regulation in their last 10. And a pessimist would say they've only won 4 of their last 10. Either way, their special teams not playing that special. 15.3% on the power play, 75.4% on the penalty kill. Voronkov, 9 goals, 9 assists so far this season for 18 points. So I've just included their points so far this season. Werenski, 9 goals, 15 assists, 24 points. As I've included a forward and a defenseman from each team. And Werenski, showing last year wasn't just a one-off. He's now an elite defenseman in the NHL. On the New Jersey side, they're 16-8-1 overall, 5-4-1 in their last 10. Their power play, 23.8%, penalty kill, 83.3%. So special teams-wise, edge to New Jersey. Mercer, solid season for him so far, 10 goals, 10 assists, 20 points. And Nemitz, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points. And it feels like with every passing game, he becomes more expensive for the New Jersey Devils to keep. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Battle of Pennsylvania. The Pittsburgh Penguins playing in Philadelphia against the Flyers. This is the second of 4 meetings. On October 28th, Philadelphia won in a shootout, 3-2, because they win all the shootouts. These teams will meet again January 15th and March the 7th. On the Pittsburgh side, they're 12-7-5 overall. They are 4-3-3 in their last 10 games. 30.4% on the power play, 84.8% on the penalty kill, so their special teams are going well. And Crosby, showing no signs of slowing down. 16 goals, 11 assists for 27 points thus far. Erik Karlsson, a goal to go with 14 assists for 15 points. On the Philadelphia side, they're 14-7-3 overall, 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. Their power play, 17.5%. Their penalty kill, a really good 85.1%. Trevor Zegras, 9 goals, 15 assists, 24 points. Really, truly has come into his own with Philadelphia. Cam York, 1 goal, 11 assists for 12 points. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. The Winnipeg Jets playing in Buffalo against the Sabres. These teams are going to get to know one another as on December 5th they meet again in Winnipeg. The Winnipeg Jets, 13-11 overall. 4-6 in their last 10 games. 22.7% on the power play, 84.5% on the penalty kill. Kyle Connor, 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points for Connor so far this season. And Josh Morrissey, 5 goals, 18 assists for 23 points. On the Buffalo side of things, they're 10-11-4. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Their power play, 16.7%, so they got to bring that up. But their penalty kill, excellent. 88.6% so far this season. Thompson, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points for Tage so far this year. Dahlin, 1 goal, 15 assists for 16 points. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. The Anaheim Ducks playing in St. Louis against the Blues. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March the 8th and April the 3rd. The Anaheim Ducks, 15-9-1 overall. They're 4-6 in their last 10. 20% on the power play, 73.8% on the penalty kill. Troy Terry, 7 goals, 22 assists, 29 points. Very strong season for him. And Jackson Lacombe, after a slow start, he's picked it up, 3 goals, 11 assists for 14 points from the blue line. On the St. Louis side, they're 9-10-7 overall. They're 4-2-4 in their last 10, so same record as the Blue Jackets. 20.9% on the power play, 75.4% on the penalty kill. Holloway, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Looked pretty good lately. Falk, coming off of his 1,000th game, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. Or at the very least, the celebration of his 1,000th game. But Falk still productive, even though he's played over 1,000 games in the NHL. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. Utah playing in San Jose against the Sharks. This is the third and final meeting. On October 17th, Utah won this matchup 6-3. And then on November 18th, San Jose won in overtime 3-2. So San Jose looking to win their first in regulation against Utah. Utah looking to win the season series and go without losing in regulation against San Jose. On the Utah side, they're 12-11-3 overall, 3-4-3 in their last 10 games. Their power play only at 13.7%. Got to bring that up. The penalty kill, 80.8%. Peterka, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points for J.J. Peterka. Marino, a goal and 12 assists for 13 points from the blue line. On the San Jose side, they are also 12-11-3 overall. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. 18.9% on the power play, 81.1% on the penalty kill. Macklin Celebrini, 14 goals, 23 assists for 37 points already this season. And Orlov looking for his first goal. He has 14 assists thus far for this calendar year. All right. Moving on to, what do you want, Bun? Sorry. Rabbit business. A little bit of a pause, and then we'll get into Tuesday. Is it rabbit business time? Okay. I don't know what brought her over, but she was pretty insistent. All right, so we got 10 games on Tuesday. We've got 4 starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1 half an hour later, 1 half an hour later, 2 an hour later, and then 2 more later starts. So it's nicely spread out. If you want to watch all the action, you may be able to do so. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Ottawa Senators playing in Montreal against the Canadiens on November 1st. Montreal won this one in overtime 4-3. These teams meet again January 17th and March the 11th. The Senators are 12-9-4 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. 21.8% on the power play, which is good. 69.9% on the penalty kill is just, it's objectively not good. Stützle, 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points thus far this season. Jake Sanderson, 5 goals, 15 assists, 20 points on the blue line. The Montreal Canadiens, 13-8-3 overall. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. 23.5% on the power play, 76.5% on the penalty kill. Suzuki, 7 goals, 21 assists, 28 points. Just point producing. Suzuki, he's very good at it. And pretty good defensively as well. Noah Dobson, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points, overshadowed by Hudson and others on the blue line. I think Dobson's fit in pretty well. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Boston playing in Detroit against the Wings on November 29th. It was a shootout victory for Boston, 3-2. These teams meet again on January 13th as well as March the 21st. On the Boston side, they're 15-12 overall. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. 25.3% on the power play, 83% on the penalty kill. Special teams helping Boston out. Geeky, 20 goals to go with 6 assists for 26 points. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous that Geeky keeps scoring at this rate. Hampus Lindholm's played 19 games, a goal and 6 assists, 7 points in those 19 games. On the Detroit side, they're 13-11-2 overall, 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. Their power play clicking at a 21.2% rate. Their penalty kill, 78.9%. Lucas Raymond, 8 goals, 19 assists for 27 points. And Seider, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points for Moritz Seider. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Tampa playing in New York against the Islanders. These teams are going to get to know each other over the next 13 days. On December 6th and December 13th, the other 2 meetings between the Lightning and the Islanders. The Lightning are 16-7-2 overall. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Their power play surprisingly low at 16.9%. Their penalty kill very high, though, at 88.8%. Brandon Hagel, 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 points for Hagel. Darren Radish has only played 19 games, but he's got 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points in those 19 games. On the Islanders side, they're 13-10-3 overall, 5-4-1 in their last 10. Their power play's got to pick it up, 13.8%. Their penalty kill good, 81.6%. Bo Horvat, 15 goals, 11 assists, 26 points, continues to have a strong season. And Matthew Schaefer, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. Remarkable totals from the 18-year-old defenseman in New York. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Dallas Stars playing in New York against the Rangers. So this is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Dallas on April the 11th. The Stars, 17-5-4 overall, 8-1-1 in their last 10 games. They're just absolutely flying. 32.6% on the power play, It's not fair that they get to put their players on the power play. Penalty kill, 79.3%. Wyatt Johnston, 16 goals, 14 assists, 30 points. During the hat-trick performance last night, I just kept mumbling to myself, this is what I was talking about when I said he was going to break through and have a huge year at some point. And that was after he'd already had a 33-goal season. Heiskanen, 3 goals, 19 assists, 22 points, has been very productive from the blue line for Dallas. On the Rangers side, they're 13, 12, and 2 overall, 5 and 5 in their last 10. We've talked a lot about their miserable home record. I'm sure we'll talk about it again over the coming weeks. But they want to change that storyline. Their power play, 21.3%. Their penalty kill, 80.8%. Artemi Panarin, 8 goals, 18 assists, 26 points. And Gavrikov, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Surprisingly productive from the blue line. And they're going to need some help on that blue line because Adam Fox is out for the next little while. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start. Toronto playing in Florida against the Panthers. This is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again January the 6th, February 26th, and April the 11th. The Toronto Maple Leafs, 11, 11, and 3 so far this season, 3, 5, and 2 in their last 10 games. 15.9% on the power play, 80.8% on the penalty kill. John Tavares, 12 goals, 16 assists, 28 points, remains, I think, their most valuable forward. Morgan Rielly, 4 goals, 16 assists, 20 points for Rielly from the blue line so far this season. On the Florida side, they're 12, 11, and 1 overall. They're 5 and 5 in their last 10 games. 19.3% on the power play, 78.5% on the penalty kill, so some mediocre special teams numbers. Marchand continues to turn back the clock. 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 points for Brad Marchand so far this season. Seth Jones, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points for Seth Jones from the blue line. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. Calgary playing in Nashville against the Preds. This is the second of 3 meetings. On November 1st, Nashville won this matchup 4-2, and these teams meet again on January the 3rd. The Flames, 9, 14, and 4 overall, but they're 5, 3, and 2 in their last 10 games. Their power play, a woeful 13.3%. Their penalty kill, 81.8%. Nazem Kadri, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points so far this season for Kadri. Rasmus Anderson, also with 5 goals to go with 13 assists for 18 points from the blue line. On the Nashville side, they're 8, 13, and 4 overall. They're 3 and 7 in their last 10 games. 16.7% on the power play, 81.3% on the penalty kill. Forsberg, 9 goals, 8 assists for 17 points. Not quite as productive as we're used to with Forsberg, but it's kind of going around in Nashville. Blankenberg's had a good year on the blue line, though. 15 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points in those 15 games. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start. Vancouver playing in Colorado against the Avs. November 9th, Colorado won this matchup 5-4 in overtime. I will say this for the Canucks. They show up in the games against the Avs. They usually make it close or at least competitive. April the 1st, these teams meet for the third and final time. The Vancouver Canucks, 10, 13, and 3 overall. They're 2, 5, and 3 in their last 10 games. 20.9% on the power play, 71.7% on the penalty kill. Brock Besser, 9 goals, 7 assists for 16 points. Philip Hronek, 2 goals, 14 assists for 16 points from the blue line. On the Colorado side, what more is there to say? 18, 1, and 6 record, 9, 0, and 1 in their last 10 games. Their power play is surprisingly low, but since they score so many goals 5 on 5, it really doesn't matter. 16.3% on the power play, 86.8% on the penalty kill. Arturi Lehkonen, 9 goals, 15 assists for 24 points. And Brent Burns, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. Really seems to be enjoying himself in Colorado this year. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start. Minnesota playing in Edmonton against the Oilers. First of 3 meetings here. They meet again December 20th and January 31st. For Minnesota, 14, 7, and 5 is their record. They're 8, 0, and 2 in their last 10 games. That's good, right? On the power play, 24.2%. Their penalty kill, 79%. Kaprizov, 17 goals, 14 assists for 31 points. Brodin, not talked about much, so I figured I'd put his name on the board. 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Very solid yeoman's work from Brodin so far this season. On the Oilers side, they're 11, 10, and 5 overall. 5, 4, and 1 in their last 10. 30.2% on the power play, 80.6% on the penalty kill. So their special teams have been good, meaning 5-on-5, a little more of a struggle. Leon Draisaitl, 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points, is definitely holding up his end of the bargain. The issues with Edmonton go further than the top two guys, who are perfectly fine. Bouchard, 4 goals, 18 assists, 22 points. Very potent offensively is Evan Bouchard. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. Chicago playing in Vegas against the Golden Knights. This is the first of 3 meetings. They meet again January the 4th and March 14th. The Chicago Blackhawks, 11-9-5 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. 24.3% on the power play, 84.1% on the penalty kill, so their special teams are very good. Frank Nazar, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Levshinov, 1 goal, 12 assists, 13 points, quietly having a very good season, is Levshinov. On the Vegas side, they're 11-6-8 overall. They're 4-2-4 in their last 10 games. 24.1% on the power play, 79.7% on the penalty kill. Tomas Hertl's been productive for them recently, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points. And Theodore, 3 goals, 11 assists, 14 points, the most consistent offensive threat for Vegas from the blue line. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific start. The Washington Capitals playing in LA against the Kings. This is the second and final meeting. They met November 17th. Washington won that matchup 2-1. The Capitals 15-9-2 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. 15.6% on the power play, 71.8% on the penalty kill. What's up with those numbers, Capitals? Tom Wilson, 15 goals, 14 assists, 29 points, continues to have a very strong year, as does Carlson. 6 goals, 16 assists, 22 points for 35-year-old John Carlson. On the LA side, they're 12-6-7 overall. They're 6-1-3 in their last 10 games. 14.1% on the power play, 81.3% on the penalty kill. So this is a matchup of two teams that 5-on-4 just don't score very often. Kempe, 8 goals, 14 assists, 22 points for Adrian Kempe. And Brent Clark, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points for Clark from the LA Blue Line. So there you go. Let me know your winners in the comments section below, as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And it's the first preview of December. December is upon us. It's cold, it's chilly, as you can see from the clock right there, which people ask where I get. I just got it from Amazon. You just type in wall clock and it comes up. All right. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.